Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of Small Talk, Bigger Ideas. I am your host, Neil Lopez, and on this podcast, I interview fellow creatives such as people that are entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, filmmakers, photographers, and all the types of sorts alike. The purpose of this podcast is to talk about their business, their passions, and their creativity, and with our small talk, hopefully it motivates you to have a bigger idea. And today, my guest is Ayo. Ayo is a photographer. He does videography and as well as a musician. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
No problem. No problem. So how's everything going this year for you with all the mess that's been going on with your business and all?
This year has been crazy.
Yeah.
But I really think that it was like a necessary evil because it really brought out strengths in people that they didn't know they had.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So, I mean, that
perseverance, right?
Basically, I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about it. Like,
right.
Because this year I started off doing music, and I got a camera. I got a new Sony back in like May, but or April actually, or March was it? It was March I got it.
Okay.
But I was working, so it was cool. I didn't really have time to mess with it like that too much. But then I lost my job in May due to everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay. I really just took that as a sign, like, pick that camera up.
Yeah. Right on.
Let's go.
Right on. Right on. So you're a Sony guy, or you just decided that that particular time you're going to get a Sony?
Yeah. See, I actually, my first camera I got like in 2011. It was a Nikon.
Oh, okay.
So, I've been a Nikon guy for the longest, but my manager, he actually has a Sony. He's been shooting my videos, my music manager. He's been shooting my videos for a couple of years now. So I got a Sony too, just kind of invested into it. But right. I love it so far.
It's a great system. I've used Sony before. I had an A7 III.
Okay.
Which one did you end up picking up?
I got the 6400.
Okay, right on. Good camera. Yeah. A lot of people like those cameras. I just don't like for me, I got big hands, so I want something a little bit bigger.
Right.
So it doesn't feel like a toy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mirrorless ones are pretty small, or they can be, but Panasonic that I use, it's mirrorless as well, but it's nice and beefy.
It's bulky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what we're recording on right now.
Okay.
But that's cool. And so you've actually endured, it seems. I took a look at your work, and maybe we can put some of that up on the screen.
Sure. I got
some
a lot.
of Ayo's work. Yeah, he's got some pretty dope stuff. So we'll put that on the screen for sure. So for the listeners and the viewers, tell us a little bit about yourself, like what you do.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. With music, I rap, I sing, I engineer, I produce. Let me make sure I'm not leaving anything out. I vocal coach. So,
wow.
If somebody comes in and it's their first time recording or something, like I can help them put together the song. I record you, like all that good stuff with music.
Wow.
So the whole nine. I do photography. So, I do photos indoors, outdoors, do my edits, all that good stuff. I mean, I don't know what more to really say about that. You just got to see it.
Right,
but
right.
Videos, same thing. I do commercials, Instagram promo, OnlyFans promo.
Oh shit, OnlyFans?
Yeah, hey, let me know.
Oh shit.
Music videos.
Hey man, it's the hustle. Somebody,
it is.
You gotta do it.
You gotta have more than one means of making income.
Right.
And I'm working on a short film right now too. So
bro, me too. I'm writing the script. That sounds good.
Yes, sir. Maybe we can link up on that in some way, shape, or form.
Right on. Do you happen to know Alex Loaiza?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Are you going to the networking event tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool.
Yep.
I'll see you there then.
I'm supposed to meet with him like Sunday too. So
okay.
Because he's gonna help me on my short film. So
Same here. We're about to pop up some movies for 2021,
time,
baby. Yeah.
2021. Let's get it.
Right on. So you're very talented and you're very diverse. And out of all of the specific niches that you just mentioned, it seems like your music is just the feeling I'm getting from you is maybe what you're most passionate about. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, music really got me started on everything because, I started with that because my grandmother was a gospel singer.
Oh, okay.
So when I was young, I hear stories about us sitting around playing the piano and singing together. So she really conditioned me into singing because I remember when I was little, it never made sense. It just seemed normal to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'd be having a cookout And my uncles or my aunts, they were like, "Sing this for me, sing."
Just
sing
bust out in harmony.
Singing.
Yeah.
And everybody around me like just watching, like chilling, and I'm like just singing. So, but yeah. So just being from here, I really took music seriously because she passed away when I was like 8.
Oh man.
Due to breast cancer, but. Before she died, she actually recorded a full album, and I remember hearing it on the radio and everything. It was amazing. It was great, but that really showed me that hey, this is possible. You can do this,
right?
So that just sparked the drive in me. So I guess that's why I'm like the way I am.
Yeah. So just kind of like old school roots and upbringing with your like kind of music.
Yeah,
developed into your passion, huh?
Just the inspiration of seeing someone right here so near and dear and close to me.
Right.
You were able to do this, so why can't I take it a step further and do this much more?
Right, right.
Especially with the technology and the tools we have now. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I mean, literally, if you can progress and become decent with it, a microphone, and not even an expensive one.
Right.
A good, nice, sound-treated room or closet and a computer or even an iPad, and you can drop some tracks.
If you know how to mix, that's really what it comes down to.
That's probably half the battle or most of the battle, right?
Yep.
Right.
Because you can record. All right, I have a producer. His name is Taj, producer and artist. His name is Taj Torrance, but he works with the artist who recorded on like a $25 mic.
Oh, wow.
It was like a ribbon microphone. It was like a not for like music recording type of microphone.
Yeah. Nothing special, huh?
Right. So, and originally it just sounds horrible, like the quality of the microphone itself. But after Taj mixed it, I was like, wow, like I never would have known.
Right.
Never would have known. Never would have suspected.
Yeah. I mean, because if you don't get it right on your audio interface, usually you can do a lot of amazing things in post.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I don't even know the tip of it. The musicians are so much further. I mean, it's one thing for me to clean up this podcast, even though it sounds decent enough. I still want to tweak it a little bit for it to sound as good as it can. But a lot of amazing softwares out there that you can do stuff with now.
Most definitely. What software do you use?
I use Adobe Audition.
Okay.
Yeah, just for the podcast and also for my YouTube videos.
Gotcha.
If I need to clean up audio, that's it.
Gotcha.
If I don't feel like paying for Audition that month, I use Audacity.
I hear you.
Because I don't use it that often, but I'm starting to use it more often now that I'm doing these podcasts.
Got you.
Yeah. So we've talked about your music. What's the genre of music that you're doing?
Generally, the genre I am in would be R&B and rap, pretty much. R&B, hip hop.
Gotcha.
Because I'm pretty versatile with music too.
Gotcha.
I rap and I sing, so I have those really soft, slow songs, but then I have the hard songs. I got the tough songs too,
Right.
And the vulnerable songs where I'm just kind of.
So is it a little Drake-ish?
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
I mean, I hate to say just Drake, but that's the first person that comes to mind.
I mean, look at him. That's like getting compared to Michael Jackson. So I don't take it as a bad thing at all. I never took comparisons bad because no matter what, like you're gonna be yourself, but it's just to the viewer, to someone else. Like I look at myself as someone who has their own completely different sound. Right. So when you try to compare something to something you've never heard, you have to say similar to something that you've heard before, because I mean, what else are you gonna relate it to? Right.
Yeah, that's the correlation.
So I never took comparisons as a bad thing. I mean,
Drake,
that's a great comparison. He's really like he's one of my biggest role models.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to how I do my music, because I've always sang and rap. When I started actually making music, I was rapping instead of singing.
Gotcha.
Because it was around the time where you couldn't be a rapper and a singer. You couldn't be a rapper and a dancer.
Right. They'd be like, what the hell?
Right. They'd be like, what's this dude doing? Like, what you got going on, man? Like,
right.
So I was a rapper. I would sing hooks and like, kind of harmonize like 50 Cent, because he was, my biggest rapper influence before Drake, right?
Right.
So I would kind of harmonize in his kind of ways. But when Drake came out, I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the blueprint. This is what I'm trying to like go towards right here in my own way. But
right. Speaking of 50, man, have you heard that latest one he's got where pretty much the whole song he's singing?
Is it on Pop Smoke's album or something?
I think so. I think it's him, Pop Smoke, and I think it's
okay, I think I have heard it.
One of the other G Unit members. bro, is trash.
Really?
It's so awful. It sounds like they're trying to bring back that 2000 sound that they had, but it's all 50 pretty much singing instead of rapping. And I'm like, Jesus, this is awful, man. I was like, I can't deal with this. I got to cut this shit off.
He's trying to show y'all he still got it. Bro.
No, he ain't got it, bro.
Like,
he needs to drop more lyrics than like vocals.
He need to drop more power episodes, right?
Exactly. Produce that show. Everybody likes that show. So
Right.
you did good there, 50. Anyways, probably show up sooner or later down the road and beat my ass.
Right. But yeah, what you say?
When the podcast takes off and all.
Right.
Like, who is this motherfucker? Okay. Anyways, so that's cool about the music. What projects are you currently working on with your music?
Oh man!
Anything cool going on? Anything new for 2021?
What should I disclose?
Yeah, anything you want to.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Right now, today, all right, I've been working with the artist from LA. His name is Shaylin.
Okay.
Incredible artist, just super talented. And he's only like 19, 20.
Oh, okay.
And I'm 29, so like for him to be at this stage, it's like wow, bro. Like I have to work with you and help. Mold you going forward. But anyway, he just released a new song today. It's his first song ever.
Okay.
I helped him out with the mix. He sent me the session. I did my part, sent it back, finalized it, and it's amazing. It's called Missing Your Love. Okay. Shaylin, Shailen, Missing Your Love. Okay. So that's today. That's new.
Is it going to be up on platforms today?
Yeah, it's on platforms right now.
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Then I'll get the link from you.
Yeah, I got you.
And I'll definitely put in the description below so you guys can check that out.
Most definitely.
Yep. So you helped, you basically produced it and mixed it?
I helped engineer it.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Gotcha.
Yep. I mean, he does a lot. I've been training him and teaching him the program and all that stuff, over the past couple months.
Same type of genre that you're in?
Yeah. I mean, but music is, the way you record music is pretty much the same. You have to layer it. And so I've just been showing him because I'll get to that in a minute, but over the summer, I've just been sending him songs of mine, and we actually did a song together as well. So just seeing the sessions and giving him advice and settings and stuff like that, he's just been able to cultivate his own sound, and he's just running with it, man.
Oh, wow.
I'm so proud of him.
That's awesome.
It sounds great.
When someone takes something and is intuitive with it, has a result, and you're like, wow, it's pretty gratifying.
Because I'm definitely the type of person that will always give my suggestion, but it's always out of experience. And some people take it in a negative way. They're like, oh, he think he know everything. And it's like, nah, just try it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's how I, got to where I am. I just tried different things.
Right. I mean,
I learned from different people.
A lot of stuff is trial and error. And I would imagine in music it's the same way.
Because sometimes somebody can give you something and not be right, but if you just tweak it a little bit, then it'll be perfect.
Right.
But you
just need that one little thing that may be missing.
Yeah, but it's up to you to take it a step further. But,
right.
Okay, so that's Shaylin's song. Shout out to him again, man.
Link will be in the description.
Great music.
Yeah.
But as far as me, I'm working on, basically I have an album recorded. When everything happened with 2020, I mean, I was already working on it, before COVID, pre-COVID, I was working on my album. But when COVID came, I just had like so much more time to really hone down and focus on recording, working with Taj. He produced like the majority of this album. It's my first complete album where every song is, basically I have the full rights to them. I have exclusive rights.
Oh, nice.
I recorded the whole thing myself. Like which I always do, but it's just, it feels great to have so much.
It's your baby, huh?
Yeah, it really is. And I'm really taking my time with it. It might come out like this time 2021, but we're going to have a hell of a year next year.
Right on.
To it. So,
sounds good. Sounds like you're excited about it too.
I'm very excited, man. I'm super stoked.
That's good. I mean, I can tell you're passionate about what you do as far as the music goes. And I'm just curious, what software do you use to mix?
Okay. I use Logic Pro.
Okay, I figured.
Yep. I use Logic, and for videos I use Final Cut. But I have Premiere, so I've been learning it, so I'm about to get in there.
I honestly like Premiere. I'm starting to like Premiere better than Final Cut.
Yeah.
Premiere used to have issues with crashing. Now the tables have turned. It's Final Cut. And then, Mac just came out with a new update, Big Sur, and I haven't even upgraded because I've seen everyone saying they've had issues with Final Cut Pro. And I'm like, how? It's Apple's own software.
Right.
You would think they would, make it compatible with the new update.
Yeah.
But Premiere Pro is good. I've used DaVinci Resolve too. But you're starting to transition over to Premiere Pro?
Slowly but surely, because
Yeah.
I've been using Final Cut for a while, and I've updated. I haven't really had any issues myself.
Really?
But,
Yeah.
every system's different.
Right. I think Premiere for me, it's a bit more technical, which I like.
You have more control over it.
Right.
Just me watching the tutorials and stuff like that, like I can definitely see like how you set the keyframes. The keyframe is the effect.
Right.
So you can have so much control. I like that.
Right. You have a
I
separate
like that.
panel just for your effects.
Exactly.
Instead of just putting,
effects on the clip.
Exactly.
And,
So that's pretty dope too. And I like the side by side aspect of the screen. You have your source, and then you have what your output's going to be. It's just a more technical software.
More intuitive, really.
Yeah, it really is. And the reason why we're talking about this, guys, is because we both you obviously know that I do video, but you do videography as well.
Most definitely.
So music videos. I just seen the barbershop video that you did.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Thank you.
So
I just put a new edit on it last night too, so I got to re-release it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you like doing videography? How long have you been doing that?
Man, I've been doing it all. Photos and videography I've been doing since 2013. Because I used to shoot music videos for other people. Like right now, I'm actually working on my first music video for myself that I'm editing.
Okay.
And I'll show it to you in a minute off camera.
Sweet.
I really plan to release it next month to kind of end the year off on a good note. You know what I mean?
Yeah, leave us with something good for Christmas, man.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
We need all the goodies we can get. So,
most definitely.
Besides like the promo video that I've seen that you did for the barbershop, are there any other specific type of videos that you like doing? Because you used to shoot music videos. You're working on one for yourself now, but what else do you like to do in the videography kind of section?
I'm really just pretty much writing for myself and doing music videos for others.
Okay.
Even behind the scenes videos, I've been doing a lot of those. Cool. So right now I'm really just kind of reaching back and helping out those that have helped me along the way. So helping them basically shed light onto their talents. So I got photographer friends I'm doing behind the scenes videos for. The barbershop, my friend owns it, so I'm helping him out with that, and just stuff like that along the way. But as far as the short film I'm working on,
tell us about that if you can.
So it's basically going to be music videos compiled to make a short film.
Okay.
So it's going to be like, a to be continued type of thing.
Okay.
A cliffhanger. But I've written out the first script to that, and it's going to be crazy.
Okay.
So basically the plot of that is there's a guy named Tavar, and he's trying to get in touch with this girl he's been seeing like all day. You're going through different settings with him, and every time, he's on his phone trying to get in touch with her. He's calling her, whatever, but she doesn't pick up. He's getting no answer.
Okay.
So at some point, he checks her Snapchat and sees she's at a party, but he knows the location. So he goes there, and when he gets there, she's gone. He's asking her friends, where are they? Where is she? They're like, oh, she left already. So he's like, man. So, he's just chilling. He's kind of distraught because his friends are there too. So, he's vibing there, but he's just to himself in another room. And he's just like, what's going on? Like, why can't I get through? Whatever. So anyway, kind of long story short, he meets someone else there, and she takes his attention. So at the end of the night, he's with her, but his phone starts ringing, and guess who it is?
It's old girl.
Yep, it's old girl.
Nah, you done, girl. You done.
he's preoccupied right now.
Right,
so
right.
He don't even see his phone ringing.
Oh, okay.
So she ended up leaving a voicemail, and we'll see what happens next time. But
that's pretty much cliffhanger.
Right,
okay.
It's gonna be great.
So it's gonna be like in a music video type of format. Is that what you're saying, or more like an actual short film?
It's gonna be in short film format, but it's gonna be a music video.
Okay.
It's gonna have a flow to it.
Okay.
But it's gonna be more so of you're following this guy around. You're part of the actual story.
Okay.
Instead of just clip.
Gotcha. So there will be some narrative to it then.
Most definitely.
Gotcha.
There'll probably be some captions going on, maybe. Type of thing.
Cool. Cool. That sounds good, man.
Yep.
When can we expect that? Maybe next year?
It's probably spring.
Spring of next year.
Spring, summer next year. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Alex
Yes,
Alex
sir.
is helping
Alex
him.
DeWager.
Alex, you're gonna be busy, bro. Sorry.
He knows it.
And he loves doing this stuff, though. And he's so helpful. So
Man,
that's
good. I see us all just really going so far.
Right.
You know,
right.
The creators in the area. Like, I love what you're doing here.
I appreciate it. Man.
Just interviewing the creatives, because I've been wanting to do something like this too, but I don't have the setup, and honestly, I'm not really trying to get it, but I'm just trying to do it in my own way.
It costs some money, bro.
Yeah,
you know, just this
know.
little setup here, is a lot, but
I can tell.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is because up until a few weeks ago, and maybe it just was me, and it probably was just me, but we're talking Anderson, everybody that I've had guest wise, except for one person that is a creator, everyone else is from outside of Anderson.
Right.
But, what I'm trying to do now, especially with the podcast, is find these creators, that are local in the area and see what, everything's about. So that's why I reached out to you.
Most definitely.
And I appreciate you coming on because I want to vibe and network and do some stuff together.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I hate the crab in a bucket mindset because, if I got something, I got some information that you could use, a tool you could use, and you got it.
Right.
Anybody who knows me they know I'm like that. Like,
right.
I've never been one to like really hold out or, unless I can tell you're just trying to get over on me or something. Like, if the vibe ain't right, then nah.
Yeah,
I mean? But yeah, man. So I just love the fact that you're just trying to put on for everybody else and inspire others along the way.
Yeah, and I want people to meet each other, whether it's in person or whether it's through this podcast. I think they're equally as important. And then you get to learn about different creative things. Right. And for me, myself, I actually enjoy doing this more than the products that I review on my channel because I get to talk to a live person.
Right.
And we get ideas, and then hopefully we give you guys ideas.
Most
so,
definitely.
That's the whole purpose of this, really. And just, have fun. I have fun doing this.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I appreciate you being on. So we've talked about music. We've talked about videography. Lastly, photography.
Okay.
How did you get started on that? What made you want to do photography? You have some dope images.
Thank you.
Which I'm going to put up on the screen right now because I'm either going to
thank you very much.
Go steal them or he's going to send them to me. But they're awesome images.
To you so you get the full quality.
Cool.
But man, I've just always had a knack for. I just always had a vision. I remember when I was little, I would make my own remixes to songs. Like I would make beats. I would mash songs up in my head on the school bus going to school. Like
write your lyrics down.
Yeah, and I'd make new lyrics to the songs. Like I'd change the lyrics up. It might be a Ludacris song. Like it'll be the same flow, but I change the lyrics. But I was doing that at like 6, 7 years old.
Wow.
But I say that to say I got my first camera when I was 6.
Okay.
All right. I remember my dad was working at BMW, and he actually moved up in management. So he actually went to Germany for some training. He met a guy there, and they ended up coming over here. I think his name was Ralph. Ralph and his wife. They came over to visit us and all that good stuff. But he actually brought me a little camera. It was like, it was 1997. I was 6 years old. So it was a what they call like the film cartridge or whatever.
Yeah, film.
It was one of those cameras. So it was old, but it was Snoopy. It was a little Snoopy
Oh.
camera. I was like, hey. But I held on to that camera for a long time. I took a lot of pictures. Like I guess it kind of got me good with framing, maybe.
Right.
I really didn't know what I was doing, but I was taking shots. Like so I think that kind of got me into photography because from there I ended up getting a digital camera, early 2000s. Type of thing, and after that I ended up getting my Nikon. But what actually got me into like professional grade photography was getting a Nikon and really just wanting to be able to provide for myself because I knew that I wanted to do music. And I knew that coming from this area, from South Carolina, where nobody's blew up yet, and nobody believes that anybody can really blow up until they see you already on type of thing. I knew I'd have to do a lot for myself because I had a child young too. So I didn't have a lot of money like that to go to studios and pay for mixing, mastering, studio time, pay photographers for photos and edits and pay for videos. So I had to, that's why I really learned everything because I just wanted to heighten my chances of, making it further.
Right.
Really.
Right. That's cool.
So,
and I think that's good too. Like with whatever you're in, to learn how to do the things that you need to do, because it's more than just picking up a camera to do photos or video.
Yeah.
It's more than just singing some vocals for music.
Right.
I think it's really important for people to learn the logistics of it.
Right.
Because that way you familiarize yourself with what needs to be done.
Right. Because I hate when people want to book a photo shoot and they just act like all you're doing is snapping pictures. Like, no, it's so much more than actually taking the picture. Taking the picture, there's a lot to it. You got to set the camera before you take the picture. You got to frame it so it actually looks good.
Bro.
You got to transfer it to your computer, edit it. Then, because my workflow with photos, I start in Lightroom, then I go to Photoshop.
Right.
So it's like there's a lot to it, and now I really understand why you don't get a lot of edits for a photo session, because not only are all the photos not good, right, but it takes a while to edit one photo. Yep. But people are just like, oh yeah, hurry up with this. And
it's like, oh, bro, I only get 5 or 10 photos. Yes, and I try to preface the workflow, just like you broke it down. And it's one thing to buy a camera and say you're a photographer and just snap on auto. Right. But if you are truly trying to build your craft, you're in manual, you're setting your shutter, setting your ISO, setting your aperture, making sure either you're shooting in a picture profile, which, typically you shouldn't do. You should shoot in RAW so you can have more flexibility in post. Right. And then it's not only that, your time, but it's the time afterward and your effort to make that picture come to life. Folks, just because you snap a picture on a camera doesn't mean it comes out of camera just that's beautiful.
That's not it.
That's not the move ever. And if you are a photographer, I try to express this all the time. Right. Don't just buy a camera and say you're a photographer. Right. And I'm not trying to be mean saying that. Like,
truth hurts sometimes.
It does. And it should humble some people to know that you don't just buy a camera and call yourself a photographer because you snap pictures. I don't care if you charge $20 or $200. If you are trying to learn and perfect your craft, and it's not going to happen overnight, but if you're progressively moving towards making your art, whether that's photo, video, or music better, I'm all for that. Right. Just try to, you know what I mean? Because for me, when I started a year ago, I've seen growth in my photography. Right. Because I wanted to do better. I've seen other folks' pictures, and I'm like, man, like, how do they do that? Right, it's like my pictures I taken and it doesn't look like that. Why? So you have to figure out those things. You're exactly right. And that's kind of sort of the reason why I stopped photography. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But people don't understand why you only give them 5 or 10 images. Right. And then on top of that, people don't want to pay. And it's just the type of people.
They really want to undercut your pay. Because the thing is, like, okay, it might be an hour photo shoot or even 30-minute photo shoot session, but again, it's the post. Right. So not only are we coming out to shoot you, spending gas, that's our time there. Got to have gas to get back, whatever. Yep. Not only do we have that time, because it's probably, even if you're scheduled for a 30-minute shoot, it's probably going to end up being 45 minutes to an hour.
Exactly. Somebody's going to be late.
Typically it's always them. Shoot, it'll probably be 2 hours. Right. You know what I mean? So not only is it the time there, but then after that, we got to go back, process the photos, pick out the good ones, find a good edit for them, bring them over to this program, do the in detail skin, eyes, lighting, compositing. Like, people don't know. They just think, just take the picture. Yeah, like, nah, you don't want that picture.
You don't want that picture because not all the pictures are good. And besides, everything that you just stated, it's the camera, it's the lenses, it's the memory cards, it's the computer, it's the hard drives. These things are $200 a piece. I mean, and it's not like, oh, we're saying that we need to transfer that over to you, single client, but the stuff costs a lot. And then if you find someone that is what you think expensive, then realize they're that way because they're going to put out a good product for you. And they're not just going to hand you over 60, 70 images because they just dumped them right out of the camera and said, here you go. Yep. But if that's what you want, then great. But most people, it's the old saying, and it's cliche, you get what you pay for.
I was going to say that too. But I was about to say also, it's quality over quantity.
Bro, I just put it on my story the other day. Always. Always. Quality over quantity, because it's going to separate you from the photographers, the videographers, the musicians. You know what I mean? And your art eventually needs to speak for itself.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
I think that's really important, especially, I mean, now if you're just doing this for a hobby and you're shooting your friends or family, that's one thing. But I think with anything that you get started in that you like, sometimes it becomes a passion.
Yeah.
And when you turn that point of it becoming a passion, I think you definitely need to work on your art and your passion.
I agree.
You know? All right. So as far as the work that you're doing right now, like, who do you currently work with, if you can divulge that? And like, who are some people that you rock with and people that motivate you in your craft? And as far as anything really, photography, you know, music, your videography, all that good stuff.
Okay. I'd have to say first and foremost, we got Hayden Haskins.
Mm-hmm.
He is a great, just extraordinary creative, and
where's he at?
He's in Greenville.
Okay.
He's actually my manager. So,
okay, that's right. That's right.
He's the guy that set up my website and everything. Like,
Gotcha.
This dude is just
and I'll show the website in here and leave the link below if you guys want to check it out. A lot of his music is there. So
yep, most definitely. All my music videos, SoundCloud, exclusives, like everything.
Right on.
Then we got Neil. Where's Neil? He's a creative. He's an artist.
Okay.
In the video I showed you that Lance shot, the first one.
Okay.
He's the guy that was on there, like, I think in the yellow or whatever.
Gotcha.
But then we got Lance Andrews. Shout
out Lance. We both know Lance. Yeah.
He's, I feel like, you know, just one of the best around here. Then we got who else? I work with so many people. Taj Torrance. I cannot forget Taj.
You mentioned that. You mentioned him earlier.
Yeah,
what does he do again?
He's a producer.
That's right. Okay.
He's a rapper. He sings. He's kind of like a mirror of me, man. Like, he just got a 63.
Okay.
He just got a Sony 6300.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Taj is just amazing as well, just as well as Shaylin.
Man, I need to come rock it up in Greenville and get out.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, it seems like, you know, I guess I've had my blinders on because I've been expecting stuff in Anderson to happen, but Anderson's just not progressive. It just doesn't work that way. But now that I'm pulling in people, I see that everybody's like from Greenville or Spartanburg. Right. So you just got to go out there and find those folks.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Like, there's definitely a shift going on. Just for, I would say, like, the entertainment industry around here. Like, I believe more people are seeing that, yes, it's possible to do things for yourself, not only, you know, for others.
Right.
But I think people are seeing that there's more access to better quality now as well.
Right.
You
and I think from what I've learned just doing this podcast with the people that are around me is a lot of them are willing to help.
Right.
You know, and not have their hand out for something else. You know, maybe they'll use you down the road for something or swap favors. But like Alex is a good example. I mean, he's willing to help on a short film. We haven't mentioned anything as far as financial. And I think that's awesome because what I've realized as well is you can't do everything by yourself. As much as you want to, you have to build a team around you. And if you find the right individuals, your project or whatever you're working on is most likely going to be so much better.
Most definitely.
Because you have people that are experienced in that type of field. Like for the short film, you know, I understand now I need a gaffer. I can't do the lighting by myself.
Right.
I can't run audio by myself. I can't shoot the film. I can't direct. So putting together a team is just like really crucial.
It's key. It's key to success.
Right.
Every artist you've ever heard of that it might have just been their name, like Drake,
right,
Usher, Lil Wayne,
right,
whoever, Gunna, like whoever, the Baby, whoever you want to name,
right.
They have a team behind them. You might just see them all the time,
right? They're the face.
But, yeah, they're the face, but behind them is so many people doing so much things behind the scenes.
Right, to bring that face to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, the way I like to say it is, what's the best way to put it? I don't know. I would kind of say it's like a model. Like, you got the MUA behind her, you got the photographer, you got the gaffer there, the lighting specialist, you know? But when you see Cover Girl, whether it's like in a magazine or a commercial, you just see the girl. That's it. Like, literally, you don't see any. You might see some clouds, some blinds, a little cloth blowing in the wind or something. But You just see the girl just looking beautiful, and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
But behind that, like, she woke up looking rough like we all do that morning. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And little did you know, there's 20 other people behind the camera putting it all together.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it really just takes a team to get things done. You know, ants would be a great analogy for that too. You know, ants. One ant. You know, you can just, it's nothing. You can just gone.
Right.
But let it be a couple thousand, 100,000. Like you in some trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just the people that understand that working together is more beneficial than profiting on your own and getting everything for yourself. Those are the people that are going to go far.
Right.
Because in the long run, let's say Marvel Studios, you know, they started off like, okay, well, what are they going to do? But then when Disney picked it up and they got their team, it was like, all right.
Right. Yeah. They started off with
pressure now.
one movie and a dream, and that was Iron Man. And it did well. And
Right.
then they progressively got better and better and better until they hit that 10-year mark with Endgame.
Right.
And then they blew up.
Yeah.
DC fan here, but I still like Marvel.
It's the progression.
It's the progression.
It's the progression.
Yeah. I mean, there's
crazy.
so many people behind the scenes. So shout out to those people as well.
Right.
Because they work just as hard,
Yeah.
you know, to put together the culmination of the product.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, the people that they're not so much about profit now and they're willing to help a lending hand, they're the ones who are going to profit more because all it takes is for that one thing to hit. That's all it takes.
Who was the DP on your film? We want him. Who was the guy that did the lighting for your film?
Exactly.
You know, who was this person, that person? You know, like you said, ultimately you'll get picked out of that bunch because of the work that you've done.
Exactly.
So
it's not so much about, especially to me, you know, getting paid for it at the time. It just depends on too, you know, who you are and what you also have to offer. You know, but
no, don't get us wrong. Money's good, and we need money to survive.
Good, but you got to be worth it for sure. Like
right.
It's got to be potential there. If there's no potential gain, then yeah, you definitely got to come out of pocket. Like,
right. Because you have to have a vision of being able to, in my opinion, see what this person has to offer. You know, myself included. You know, like not just kind of giving my opinion or judging someone, but seeing what I have to offer to the project. I don't want to go into something just to stand around. I want to be beneficial to it.
Exactly.
You know, and be a good part of it.
Actually leave a mark.
Right.
Like, hey, I did that.
Yeah. So that way I earn my credit for whatever it is that I do. You know, and that way, hopefully in the future, I'll do more of it if I want to.
Right. That's why your circle should be small and everyone should have a dire impact on every product that you do or every product that you work with them on, at least. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So music is your passion. I can see that looking over your website, looking at your videos. I love it. It's a great style.
Thank you very much.
Really good stuff. You're going to blow up sooner than later.
I hope so.
I already
man.
feel that. I like your vibe.
So.
I like your look, man. You're killing it. You guys definitely check out his music on his website.
Please do.
Of course, the link is in the description. But what I'd want to know is any advice that you can give to someone that's maybe just starting out, like fresh, just basically a virgin when it comes to music, but they have a passion for it. What advice could you give them as to, hey, this is starting point A, this is what you should look out for, and this is how you can progress?
Okay. Starting point A would be, I would say that's when you decide to take it seriously. Like you said earlier, from a hobby to like a profession type of thing. Because me, for instance, I always knew I wanted to do music. When I was little, like I knew I would be doing this stuff. I really did. I just didn't know how it was going to happen.
Right.
I felt it in my soul. Like this is what it's going to be. But the thing is, you know, I've been doing it for a while and it was kind of just a hobby. Because I was just working, I was perfecting my craft, trying to get better at it. But at the point when I realized, okay, I actually have something here. That's when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take this very seriously now.
Right.
I'm not playing anymore.
Right.
You know, so it really takes that. It takes the starting point is putting in that work and realizing that, okay, I'm gonna take this a step further and actually try to do something with this. Whether, you know, that's gonna be your only job type of thing or something on the side that you still make money off of or, you know, just makes you happy, whatever. I feel like you have to come to that decision to take it seriously. So once that happens, I mean, and you apply yourself, once you decide to take it seriously and apply yourself and actually put in the work, the sky's the limit. Because from there, okay, I want to say this. People are more liable to help you if they see that you're already doing things for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Period. If you come, it's like a homeless person. Like, of course, we're all human, so we all have a heart. So, of course, we're all going to give to them at some point, whether it's a penny, a quarter,
mm-hmm.
you know, whatever the smallest thing they ask for, or double that and give them $10 type of thing. Like, you know,
right.
But you'll be more liable to help someone if they came to you with something saying, hey, this is what I do. And I see you do something similar, so I'd love to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll be more liable to help you and work with you, collaborate. So a lot of times it will take you, you know, taking the first initiative and spending money and doing things at first to get a quality product that you can present.
Right.
Because as soon as you present that quality product to people, they're gonna be like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, seriously. Because I mean, it was the same thing for me. I've been doing music for so long, and then when I came out with the Ocean video, people were like, okay.
Yeah, he's serious.
Yeah.
He ain't playing no I just seen the opening of that, and it looked dope.
Right. I'm telling you. And that was Hayden and Lance. They put that together, man. Like
Right on.
They're awesome.
Right on.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And from there, I'm sorry. From after applying yourself and putting in the work,
mm-hmm.
just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest piece of advice I feel like I can give anyone at any given time.
Don't get discouraged because it won't happen overnight, right?
Because these past couple months, like me starting this photography business when I've been doing music the whole time,
mm-hmm.
it's been a whirlwind. It's been a roller coaster. It really has, mm-hmm. especially going through COVID. Like,
yeah, it's difficult because now people don't even want to come out and meet you because they're scared.
Right.
But I think from what I've been experiencing, especially with weddings, people are. Mm-hmm. I've done several weddings over the past few months. People are just like, screw it. I got to live my life. I want to get married to my significant other.
Right.
I'm going to do it, you know, because, I mean, granted, COVID is very serious. I don't discount it's not, you know, that it's not real or anything like that. But we've had flu, malaria, SARS, Zika, mm-hmm. H1N1. We never had to wear a mask before. I think a lot of it's political, regardless. Mm-hmm. People are dying, so that is serious.
Right.
But again, eventually you just got to say, I got to live my life. Mm-hmm. Take the precautions that you need to take, but
Most
keep
definitely.
on going. Like you said,
Most definitely.
That's with anything, you know, whether it's your health, your
mm-hmm.
art, you know, your business,
mm-hmm.
especially, you know, just keep trying to fight.
Yep.
Because Lord knows, I mean, 2020 has been a fucker for a lot of people.
Tell me about it.
So,
yep. Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. So, yeah, great conversation.
Most definitely.
I appreciate it, brother. It's been really, really good. You guys go and make sure that you check out the links in the description for his site, his music. Yes, please, on all the platforms, whatever platform that you use.
You won't regret it.
Yeah, go ahead and follow his music. Take a listen to his music on YouTube, all the audio platforms, and we would really appreciate that. Ayo, thank you, brother. I appreciate you being on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure. Can't wait to see where you go with everything.
Thank you very much.
Very diverse, you're a brother. So that's even a plus too, you know? So that's a good thing. So thank you guys. We really appreciate you checking out this episode of Small Talk, Bigger Ideas. And until the next time, take care.